Yeah, so let me give a little preview of last session. Last was a pretty eventful session. You guys were still on board the Mandalore's dreadnought, and unfortunately, were exposed. They knew that you guys were in there. They caught you on the cameras, and basically, were scrambling the ship to try to stop you. You guys, fortunately, in that portion, had some good luck and were able to evade and disable some of the teams coming after you, and were able to eventually make your way to the kind of the offices of Mandalore the Devourer. Fortunately, within you found that May had been taken prisoner while you guys were sabotaging the engines, but you all had a pretty gruesome fight. It was a rough fight for you guys. It was looking pretty bleak there for a bit due to some bad luck and some confusing tactics, we'll say. And you guys, unfortunately, you were able to pull through with Wool exposing some of the leaders' treachery, and gaining some of the Mandalore soldiers, if not support, at least get them to stay out of the fight. And eventually, were able to bring down the Devourer, taking them captive. Afterwards, you guys sent out a broadcast of the Mandalore's treachery to the fleet, and you saw many of the fleet start to hyperspace out of there, as well as others just kind of standing down. You also let Clan Ordo know, who brought some of their fighters in to help secure the transition. Um, as all that was going on, Devour, before he was taken down, sent a transmission, and Nihilus showed up. You found kind of a deeply powerful figure, which is cloaked in darkness, arriving with his Star Destroyer, the Ravager, and came in and rammed Mandalore's ship and tried to stop you guys from leaving. But fortunately, you all had a pretty strong pilot with Ren and were able to break free and make it to the surface of Terrace. Or once there, you guys basically said your goodbyes to May and gave her the Mask of Mandalore, and hopefully she's going to attempt to unite her people together and join you guys as you take down those who hunt. So that's where we're picking up now. You guys had a couple of different options for where you wanted to go next, but it sounds like you guys are looking to roll with the notice that Uhl got from his former master, trying to propose an alliance of necessity between the remains, kind of the scattered remains of Revan's empire, and you all, and kind of your role in going after the hunters. So I will kind of pause there for a second in case there's anything you guys wanted to discuss in character before we move it on.
I have a quick question.
Is that what we agreed on?
That's a consensus.
Did we level up last time?
You did.
We
so you're
did,
level 8
yeah.
now.
Okay, that's good to know.
Okay. So the crew is at level 8 now.
So I just wanted to buy two things, I guess, while we were on planet. A med pack replacing the one I used on, I don't know, someone didn't pay me back though. And a sabak deck, because I was reading Scoundrels. So now I need a sabak deck.
Nice. You could definitely easily find both of those at cost. I forgot who you used that med pack on, but you did say they owed you one, so
Dang.
gotta hold that over their heads.
Actually, I don't remember.
I think it was Noru. Yeah, I don't think Ren went down, so I think it was Noru.
Yeah, I remember there was madness.
So you're able to pick up that sabak deck, and you guys do have that Create Dragon Pro. I wasn't sure if you all wanted to try to sell that too.
Yeah, I believe Nora was talking about that.
Yeah.
Always money minded.
Well, yeah. Every time I try to buy something, I never have enough.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's why we steal Nora.
It's true. I have two precious gems. I forgot what their value is, but I want to sell those.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, you guys are on Ithor, or actually, you say you guys are in orbit above Ithor and some of their floating habitats. Wool's home planet there, so you guys could definitely kind of look around, and you guys had a week of downtime, so you can find some reputable places where you can hopefully get a good deal for it.
Reputable? When you said that, I don't like. I don't know. I should have made a note about where I got them from, but I have 10 precious gems. I don't know where from.
Might want to get a receipt.
I know, right?
Yeah, I think maybe we found 10. Maybe that's where my 2 came from. So let's just say the group has 10.
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot where you guys got those from, but you found those. I
I
think you
remember
got
I-
those when you took down the group that was posing as Jedi, if I remember right.
Yeah, like
I
in
got
their
2
ships.
written in my
There you go.
my
I was-
inventory times 2 as well.
maybe we just split them up between us and we had 10 total.
Did
I don't
anyone take gills?
For,
I hope someone took
probably.
gills.
I don't know.
Took your what?
I think
What?
that's the precious gems if we split them up.
Oh, I never remembered you mentioning that. I just took your lightsaber and your shotgun that I can't use.
Oh, wait. It says
could-
4 in my inventory. I have 4 precious gems. How'd that
I don't know where we're getting them from. Yeah, but you know what?
Just
I'll
multiply
yeah.
precious gems.
I'll just leave it up to our DM and be like, we have some amount of precious gems. There we
We'll
go.
go with 10.
Okay.
Right.
So you guys have 10 precious gems, a crate dragon pearl. And did anybody, I forgot where I put that. Did anybody write down how much the crate dragon pearl was off just pure worth?
Shoot. I don't remember.
I think it might be in the logs.
Might be. I don't
Oh, 'cause I
remember.
Were you going
rolled
off of
for-
like it as an enhanced item?
No, we rolled for it.
So-
I told you guys, but
Didn't somebody get a crit or?
I remember it was a good amount.
it was a good chunk of money. Yeah,
It was
I think
like,
it was like 15,000 or something like that.
There
yeah,
are
some,
2 mentions for Pearl in. Unfortunately. I don't think we can. Tegan, you can. I think. Open up the chat log in another window, and then you could Control F it if it's within
Yeah,
roll
try.
20.
I think it was
But I
a roll
don't
20.
know.
Yeah, so we'll find that. Yeah, so you guys are taking some time to search. You do find old kind of dusty shop in the backs of one of the space stations. So you kind of see one of the habitats. And one of the things you'll notice too with the Ithorians, they don't live on their home planet to prevent pollution. So they've still got like these space stations, but they're pretty like good word. It's like they're naturally designed. So there's still like a lot of plant life and things like that surrounding them. So even though they are kind of a cold station, they've kind of zhuzhed it up a little bit to look a little bit more friendly and inviting. But eventually you do make your way to the back and you see kind of a old shop with just kind of a old precious gem on the front of it. You see like a Devorian sapphire, and then within you see an old Devorian who's missing one of his horns. Kind of looks up and goes, "Buying or selling?"
Yes.
He goes, "All right, what you got? What do you need?"
I throw down 10 precious gems.
So you kind of look at him. He pulls out this ridiculous-looking little eyeglass or magnifying glass. Just kind of peers him around all over. All right, these are decent. These are decent. Looks like a carrot. You know what? You guys look like decent folks. I'll give you 6,000 for the lot.
I looked at people who have more charisma than I do. What do you think about that, Ping?
So Ping kind of chuckles a little bit, and he goes, 6,000. This isn't our first time.
He goes, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you guys are coming into my place. 6,000. That's fair. That's fair. You know, look at these. So like, I think there's some dust on that one. Look, a crack there. You know, this is a fair deal. I'm doing you a favor.
My friend, I don't know who you are, and you're here in my place. I would suggest that you do a little better in recognizing your guests here in your establishment. Please make a better, more fair offer.
All right, I'll give it an intimidation roll.
Ooh.
Started off strong. You see, he kind of flinches a little bit. He goes, "All right, maybe I was busting you guys a little bit too much. Just to bust your chops. You gotta make sure you guys are decent people. You're a local. You know what? I'm gonna give you that local discount or local bonus. I'll bump you up to 7,500. I'm losing my lunch here. I'm not gonna be able to feed my kids if you go fleece me any further."
I mean, sounds fine to me, but anyone else?
Isleth and Kirk are just enjoying the sights right now.
We have 10 total.
In total, yeah. So and that's for the lot of them. So 7,500 for the lot.
Mm-hmm. I'll look to the rest of the group. I think we all know decently what they could fetch value-wise. So
Yeah, I agree.
Sure. Yes, I'm business savvy, as you all can tell.
You gotta walk away from the first offer. That's always the first rule of.
I'll put up a hand, and before we go forward and turn to everyone and ask if anyone is making any purchases.
Yeah. What type of shop is this? Just like a pawn shop?
This is kind of like a little, kind of like a mix between a pawn shop and a jewelry store. You kind of see
Okay.
It's one of the few that actually take people or newcomers in for selling their goods.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, nothing here, I don't think. And yeah.
All right.
In
So
that
you
case,
guys,
then there's nothing further to bargain for, and
No, I'm set. I've spent all my money on crafting.
I would urge you to be more fair with your offers the first time around, and you'll find that word of mouth of your good service will provide much more than trying to stiff the customers you do have initially.
you seem like, oh yeah, sure thing, buddy. Yeah, I've thought about that. You seem like a pretty knowledgeable guy. I don't want any problems. So maybe I'll get better deals that first time around. But I gotta feed my family and all that too.
Isleth kind of wants to incite that to see if this guy actually has a family.
Roll an insight check.
Do you actually have a family though?
Insight.
You could see he probably may have a family, but he's just trying to say whatever to get Wool out of his face. He's a little worried about Wool right now after that kind of first intimidating bravado there.
You're not understanding it, and we'll just
Guys, let's
give it
just
an
harass this vendor the whole session.
Yeah, this will be what we do.
This guy's trying to rip us off. No, I mean, heck, if we can get a better offer, probably on another planet, it might be better to just hold on to him. Plus, you never know when a bag of, valuables might come in handy.
All right, so are you guys selling or are you guys moving on? And what are you guys doing with that crate dragon pearl too?
Well, if he's probably gonna rip us off on these, he's probably gonna rip us off on those.
Yeah.
This is just testing the waters, right? Because if he's gonna rip us off on the petty change, ain't no way I'm gonna give him the big money.
75% of market value is a pretty fair rate.
Is this Pawn Stars?
Yeah.
We
80.
have our buddy.
80,
I forgot his
at
name.
least.
The guy that hooked us up before.
The vendor,
Haji or
you know, he's probably still on Yavin.
Well, he's in a world of hurt then.
So we said, okay, I know what you're thinking of. Okay.
The one who was a smuggler for the
yeah.
Yeah,
Jedi.
yeah.
Jedi.
Yeah, he is still on Yavin. Or at least that's the last place you saw him at was Yavin.
Ooh.
Come on, guys.
I don't know. I don't know if that guy's gonna have a lot of money right now.
Makes no difference to me.
Yeah, I don't mind either way.
Yeah, so you kind of see him look at you, kind of start tapping his fingers on the thing. Goes, "You taking it or leaving it? You know, I'm already losing my lunch."
I'm good
I
with
mean-
whatever.
How
Yeah,
rude.
well, yes.
How rude.
Sure, yes. Let us take a.
You see, he kind of burst out like this little rickety old cash register. You see him just meticulously counting the 7,500 credits out, and then he slowly passes them over to you, and takes a box and gently puts in the precious gems.
Hmm.
Like to draw this out.
Yeah, really just.
All right, so we got our credits. So what's our priorities now?
Anything you can tell me about? Is it just a matter of your poor business nature, or is there further problems here in a Thor? What's I must admit I've been away for a while. What's the dish?
He looks
Try
like
to strike up like small talk after trying to intimidate the guy.
goes,
Already established that. He better tell me what I want to know.
He looks as you say poor business practices, like he wants to say something, but kind of looks up at the armored huge figure ahead of him because kind of shrugs and goes, you know, Thor is a Thor. That had a little bit of trouble with the Sith Empire under Revan, and some of the Revenants came through and kicked up a bit of a stink, but they've been on the run. You know, and kind of between you and me, everything's been a little bit easier now the Jedi aren't around causing havoc. You know, its business been good. The hive ships don't seem they kind of seem a little bit focused on the horizon and not on what's in front of them right there. So I've been able to get some good deals through. I may not have always been able to. So, you know, life's good.
Oh.
Obviously not for the customer though. That's where the business venture lies. Anyway.
Oh.
All right, so you kind of see him look over and goes, well, if you're back home, yeah, I know you're going to be like a fixture around here, you're going to be coming by often, just, you know, just want to know if I'm going to have a new customer, as he looks at all.
I don't know. We tend to travel around a little bit, but I'm sure we'll be back.
He goes, you know, happy to have you back. Doesn't need to be a promise, so I know things come up.
Oh yeah. Lots of galaxy to explore, huh?
Yeah, true, yeah. I hear there's great deals all the way by Tatooine way, if you know what I mean.
I do. All right. And let's see. So how much was that altogether with the gem?
7,500 you guys got.
7,500. Okay. And we want to split that up. All this.
I had two of them in my inventory, so
Hey, Yeah, I mean, you
Going
know.
in for the pot.
Huh? Let's see. Yeah, I mean that'd be 1,500 each. So yeehaw.
Sounds good.
And that in there. Cool. Do we have anything else? Any other errands we want to run before we get into the story? Any more wacky little things? No. Because I might be in the market for a ammo feed belt. Please.
That'd be a good idea with that sniper rifle.
Yeah.
I know you're thinking about the jetpack too. If you guys sold that
I
Great
know.
Dragon Pearl, you could get a jetpack.
I know. On my list, I have a little wish list right now. I got the ammo feed belt. I got fiber armor because I think that's like my next best one without having to shell out a bajillion bucks, and then a jetpack. But I don't know. At the very least, I know we could find ammo feed and fiber armor around here, so we might visit a less let's say white collar store. See if we can find one of those.
So you want a less white collar store for what?
Yeah, for like the ammo feed belt and
Okay.
maybe fiber armor if I can afford it. We'll see.
Sweet. Yeah, you guys search around. Then you do find as you're going through, you have a different part of the station that you're on. A pretty it's got guns, blasters, swords. You just see like guns, kind of blazing from it. And you see an Ithorian manning it. He's just like, he looks cosplayed out. Like, you can tell he's not somebody that's been out there fighting, but he's got camouflage on. He's got two big blasters behind his back, and he's working behind the counter. And he goes, and just got this rumbly voice. Welcome to Guns. Do you need blasters? Do you need fiber weapons? We have it all. Let me tell you, I fought in the Mandalorian Wars, the Sith Wars. These things will get you where you need to go and get you home.
Tuchel? Tuchel, is that you?
He goes, He looks, I recognize you, friend. It's good to have you back. You're a frequent customer.
He's just bullshitting, right?
He's bullshitting.
Yeah.
As I am as well. It's good to see you again, friend. Haven't been by in a while. Looks like business is good for you.
I guys see him go. War is good. I'm not fighting no more, but I'm selling and people are buying.
That's good. Well,
True that.
we have some needs ourselves, so if you make sure you take care of my friends here.
Anything for you. It's good you made it home. He kind of looks around. What are you all looking for?
Yeah, hi. I need a ammo feed belt if you have one kicking around. And I know you do guns, but if you have armor, I could use some fiber armor.
You guys see him go in the back and start pulling things out. You see him even kind of swat his own arm. Good ammo belt will help you out. It's how I survived the Battle of Dosun. Just ammo belts galore. I was just shooting down the Mandalore. You would have loved to see it. No offense. I mean, it's...
You'd be surprised. I would have loved to see it.
You see, he's just he's spelling that BS out there, but he does come back with a ammo belt as well as some fiber armor too. He's like, this would be a good setup for you there too. So all together, you guys being such good people, I can let that go for $850 together.
Yeah, that sounds totally good to me.
You know what, Tuchel?
I was ready to let it go. I was like, yeah.
Just throw it on my tab. We're gonna be back here. Just make a note. Make a note on my tab, and we'll be back. We'll be good.
Because my friend, it's been so long since I've seen all the wars. I know you are gonna be up to some heroic or fighting mercenary guard. What you do, stuff. The tabs are always great for business.
Well, they can be great. They actually can be, because that customer's gonna come back. Because they gotta pay eventually, right? And as they say, they're gonna put more stuff on that tab.
He goes, my friend, you're right. If they come back, they gotta pay. You kind of see him point to his blasters. I don't fight anymore, but if I gotta get some credits, I'll make them pay. But if you come back in a body bag, what do I do then?
I guess you gotta unzip and dig through those pockets.
Wouldn't be my first time, let me tell you.
Give me a persuasion check.
Give a weird look to Ren at her comment there.
I just wave it off. Lovely.
He goes, you know what? I can't give it to you on credit, but I feel like I know you from someplace fun. Let me take 10 credits off. You're a good friend, this guy. We're buddies. Your old pal. What do you say? Oh, Tuco. Yeah, Tuco. Yeah. 10 credits off. 10 credits.
And that is overly generous, Tuco. I most appreciate it.
All right, I hand over the 840. Yeah.
I got some transactions I want to knock out real quick. I'm looking to buy some fiber armor and a holster.
If we get a good price for that crate, we're all getting a jetpack so hard.
No, you need a rocket pack.
You're
Just
right.
saying.
Gotta be in character.
Nice. So
cover when you can fly.
so you said holster?
A holster, yeah. I think it's like 75 creds. It's just so that I can whip out and stow my blaster, without taking an action once per turn.
Nice. All right. Yeah. So he says, yeah, I'll let that go with a friend's discount for $5.15.
Sounds fair. So I'm gonna pay him the $5.15, fiber armor, and the holster.
All right. So anything else you guys want to do here?
Isolith would actually like to purchase not one but 2 energy bows.
Yeah.
Two.
One size for her and one size for Kirk. So small bow, big bow.
You see him kind of scratching his head and goes, but we got energy bows. I've got some people who like to hunt that way, but I don't got a large energy bow. I can maybe try to duct tape 2 together. I don't know. It seems like that's a little outside my expertise here, friend. He says, maybe if you had time to get one custom made, that may work for you. But he brings the one back. He says, yeah, energy bow right here, 300 credits.
Question: is Kirk actually too big to use the energy bow?
I would
imagine so.
Yeah, he might be. So in that case, a little disappointed he doesn't have the bigger bow. She will pay up front as well as for a little bit of ammo.
Nice. And he goes, that duct tape idea, I think that has some merit, friend.
Do you truly?
Handyman's secret weapon.
Actually thinking about.
You can roll an insight check too if you want.
Yeah. I go,
Nice. He is clearly lying. He's trying to get a 2-for-1 sale. Duct tape would be a really shitty idea.
Would he be able to buy back my combat suit for like anything because I don't want to lug it around.
You see him look at the suit. The man he goes, "Fortunately, buddy, this seems like it's been through the ringer. I could maybe give you scrap prices for it if you're real desperate."
This thing, it's almost brand new. It's just like holes in it. There's blood everywhere, you know? Yeah, no, that's fine. Literally whatever. I was just like, I just don't want
Piece
it
of
here
history.
anymore.
The things this suit has seen.
My
It only
gosh.
be your wildest imagination.
Looks like it's been through the ringer, but
Trash compactor once, I believe, as well.
gotta see him.
Yeah, couple.
True.
Wave his hand by his hammerhead, just kind of a little stinky noise. Goes, "I believe you. I believe you."
All right.
He'll give you what is that? Because you got combat suit.
Yeah, it's 100 normally, so
Yeah, he'll hook you up with 30 credits. I'm just gonna
fine by me.
melt
Yeah.
this down, reforge it. But if you need a little bit of something to get you started over, here you go.
Perfect. Honestly, if you would have just pointed me to a recycling bin, that would have worked too. Yeah.
Because that's pretty much where it's going. But I know a couple good Ugnots that can melt it down, get it reforged, and we may get a pretty penny out of it one day. But it's gonna take a bit.
Yep. Sounds good.
Salvager fee.
Hey, that's all I need. Anyone else?
No, I'm good. I got a holster and a fiber armor, and
Yeah.
unless he
Yeah,
has a
Ping's
weapon,
good.
No.
unless he has a weapon modifier, a lightsaber modifier. I think, which I don't think he has, but I think I'm good.
Probably a solid guess.
You never know, man. Could just have a collection of them.
Oh, so Ultra, I want you to know that with the lightsaber that I crafted, I've done all the building. I'm just gonna say that I took some of the parts out of your lightsaber, and I was just like, because I was botching every single roll, so I was just like, there's just take it out of that one and stick him in this one. Just hodgepodged it.
Gosh. Dang. R.I.P.
It works. It works. A little slapdash, but it'll work.
Yeah,
I'm never crafting ever again. I hate it so much.
So the group can kind of tell this entire time. Like Ping is kind of like looking over his shoulder, and he clearly wants to get off planet.
Yeah.
Alright, well, you see Tukal wave at you guys. He goes, "Hey, good seeing you all. Come back to Guns. Tell me some stories, and maybe I'll have some new war stories by that point, too. Yeah, you never know." He kind of waves at you guys as you head out of the establishment.
Both our sake, I hope not.
Might be a little maid.
Would Ping have been able to tell just from like the weaponry that he was carrying? Would he be associated with the Zerka?
So definitely give me an insight check, too, on that. So, insight or perception, too, if you want to use perception.
Thing must have something wrong with his neck. Keeps looking behind him all the time. I don't know.
You can see he's got a hodgepodge of gear. The kind of this place, it doesn't look like it's a direct Zerka affiliate, but he does have some Zerka gear there. May have some contract work with them. You do see a decent bit, like he's bringing in some of their materials. And you do see too, like you could tell the way he's got the wearing his gear and all of that. He's probably never seen more than a fist fight, if that. He's
Okay.
he's definitely way more talk than anything.
You're talking about like how beat up Ren's armor is, like compared to this dude's
Oh
perfectly pristine. Ooh.
like shining armor, just catching the bits of light, no scuffs on it.
Hey Tegan, before we leave, can I get I want to buy a comms jammer.
Oh, sure. Yeah, you can get one for cost.
Okay. And I hand it to Isolance. Next time, press this button. Press this
Yep.
button.
What does it do?
It makes it to where they can't call for help.
That would be helpful.
That would be very helpful.
I
Yes.
should have had that last time.
We should have
Yeah,
gotten
yeah,
one of those.
she honestly looks. She honestly looks still guilty about that.
You're shaming her. Come on.
I mean, live and learn. I'm just saying.
Thank you, Never.
No problem. Okay.
All right. Well, you guys are eventually able to make your way back to the ship. Sounds like there may be still some discussion going. So I'll read the 3 prompts, and you guys can even talk it out a bit in character if you guys still want to decide where you're going. So over the week of the last day of the week, you all get a different message, or most of you get a different message. So we've already touched on Ools, where his former master Kyoto Ki reached out, who had been initially leading the efforts to take Haps and hold Haps for the remnants of Revan's empire. But it looks like they lost it. You heard rumors that one of the hunters had been assaulting the Sith and Haps, and then confirmed by Kyoto that they'd been thrown out, and that they kind of are kind of almost exiles from their empire and scattered about. He also lets you know that he may have a weapon to help kill the Sith, or kill the ones who are hunting you. And you guys may need to at least play ball together to see if he can help take out the hunters. He said to meet you guys on Megiddo if you are ready to do what must be done. So that was the first one, kind of an alliance of necessity there. You also got a message. Nora received a coded message from Master Hadlar on the Enclave in Yavin. Looks like they were under attack. They recently reached out to you not too long ago, letting you know that they would wish for you to come and help celebrate the life of poor Gil, who died on Dathomir. But it
R.I.P.
appears, R.I.P. But it appears during that time period, a mercenary task force who claims to be under the employ of the Republic has laid siege to the little hidden enclave. They've got mercenaries with these strange lizards who block the Jedi's connection to the Force, and the enclave has fallen. But luckily, many of the Jedi were able to scatter and are hiding out in the moon's jungles. But the mercenaries are being fairly thorough. They are going through and trying to hunt or burn them out, and they've requested your help to break the younglings out and get them home. Also, at the same time, Ping got a hollow message from one of his old burner accounts that he used to use back in his espionage days. He got one of his old handlers. I may mispronounce this, but I think it's Favel Crace. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. So the Twi'lek comes up and goes, "Hey, I need a favor, buddy. Zerka had me digging up some relics on Lahone, and got ran into some trouble. I found something that's pretty crazy from the Rakatan Empire, and these boys lost their mind. They started mumbling some crazy poodoo about balance, the ultimate weapon. And I'm stuck on here right now. I need a favor, buddy. I need you to help me get off planet, and you can have what I found. No one let you down, but hey, you never wanted to hold a grudge, right? Right? So basically, you guys have those 3, and you gotta pick 2 where you want to go next.
Noru knows where he wants to go.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
So Ping would just kind of jump in and tell everyone. He says, so my buddy Velcrace, he gave me a call. He's not to be trusted, so I started poking around, and unfortunately, I think I rattled the Zerko a little. So, and he kind of looks around a little bit, and he goes, maybe we don't want to be here anymore, especially with the arms dealers about.
Fair enough. I'm gonna let them know that, I got a message that Master Hadlar is in trouble, and the Jedi Enclave is under attack, and they need assistance. there seems to be mercenaries attacking with these with something that affects their ability to fight. So, Noru is going to feel obligated to go rescue his Jedi buddies.
Sweet. Lovely.
Nice.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah. I mean, I think I already. Let me open up Discord to remember what my opinions were. uh, yeah, lovely.
While it
yeah,
is
necessity or fallen enclave.
So, funny
never an
note while
easy
you're doing
choice,
that.
never an easy choice to join up with those that were once enemies.
Were once enemies.
The
I mean, we're only hardly tolerating each other at the moment.
the problems of the Sith are far and wide, and if Kaido Ki has something to eradicate this widespread dangers that we've been facing, perhaps that'll be felt across the galaxy, including towards Adler as well.
You say the Sith, correct?
Oh, do you know about? You probably don't know all that.
The only thing that I know is the last time I believe, yes, you call it Sith, tried to use some sort of weapon to fight against these hard monsters that chase you. It nearly cost me my planet.
Yes, well, they, yeah, those
Ping
guys.
just shrugs to that and he goes, technically that was a Jedi.
Was it?
Yeah. Technically, yeah.
Yeah. Big
So,
technicality.
A Jedi using a Sith artifact. I do not understand your clans centered around your magic.
There's good magic and there's bad magic.
Gosh.
Nothing in between.
I know how the magic works. just doing a sound trick, having some animal calls. Just like, see?
Yeah, so Ping would jump in with his Bendu rant and just be like, well, see, there's two sides, the dark and the light, and one side thinks the other is wrong, but in reality, they're both just blind. There is no good or evil. There's good emotion, there's bad emotion.
Anyways.
Right.
Look. The important thing is there are things that we've got to figure out what we want to prioritize here. I'm of the opinion that we should help our friends, but I also think that Wool's case is specifically interesting.
These are the younglings we're talking about, the ones that we rescued.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if it seems like I'm being the one who's sentimental, but I think that
Yeah.
while it may not be the most expedient, I think that it's the right thing to do.
So in all fairness, if we need a tiebreaker, I'm going to guess that Elias is a pretty easy choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, she's kept quiet on but she says, my friends, I would love to have a weapon to destroy those monsters, especially after seeing one up close. It seemed like his humanity was entirely gone. I would feel bad about leaving them, the masters as well as the other younglings alone on Yavin. Uh, it is a hard choice though because they continue to hunt us. So going on the offensive may work, but I'm not sure of how I would feel.
Mhm. So Ping kind of seeing that the numbers are not with him, and that he would just kind of shrug and he'd say again, good emotion, bad emotion. You Jedis chase after sympathy and empathy, and it's going to lead us the wrong way again. But here we go.
Well, we need as many allies as we can, and these allies are in trouble. I mean, we just spent all this time trying to, help the Mandalorians, and we've been helping the Sith already in the past. So I don't see why this is any different.
From what I understand, it seems as though your Jedi clan is about to be wiped out.
Or at
I
the very
believe
least, run back into um, into hiding.
Yes, so helping them would be the most natural course of action.
Probably the most immediate as well.
Indeed.
Did I get
I don't
any
know if
sense from Kaidoki that in regards to timeliness or
How many
Uh,
ration pats you got?
So Kino Kishi, he didn't give out kind of since he didn't really go over the times. You could tell from his aura through the force, just kind of your own knowledge of the Cathar that he's not usually one to wait around for long. He's usually, even as a Jedi, he was a man of action, and you know that probably impulsiveness has been fueled a little bit further by the dark side.
and also, but as far as is there a timeline on being able to act as well?
What do you mean?
So what I got out of what you just said is that he's one to go and take action, right away. But is there also, is he up against the clock in another way? Like if things aren't taken care of, as soon as possible, then it might be too late.
Is this something that
Is there
we
urgency?
have to act on right now?
You do feel the urgency from him, and I think I can't remember if he mentioned it too, but they are being hunted as well.
Mm-hmm.
And his most of his army here is gone, and he's kind of on the run right now.
I will not argue any further. I will leave it up to the rest of the group. You obviously know my position here. I will say that if we have an opportunity now to deal with this threat and we pass that up, it may be too late. Or even those that we intend to save otherwise.
True. I'm
Yeah.
worried about the long term, because if the enclave, or is it the the enclave, the Jedi enclave? If the Jedi enclave gets wiped out, then what becomes of our history, our culture, all of that. Even if we do have this weapon and we do win, we will have sacrificed possibly all of that. And then the Sith, by just a lack of competitor, will just win.
This evil that is hunting all of us won't care.
True.
Yeah. Ping would just go, and if we don't get this weapon and we don't win, then it won't matter what our history was. But the group would know that Ping is being hunted by the hunters. They've been shadowing him now for a while. So he would want to go get a weapon to take care of that. But he isn't going to push much, and he would just say, I'm being hunted by two things. I guess as long as we get off this planet, that takes care of one problem.
I simply have no faith in those you call Sith. I do not believe that their weapon would be worthwhile. I believe it may be a ploy, bravado, some kind of deception, or that the cost to the weapon is far too great.
Mhm.
At least that is my
Like
own
the
belief.
last weapon that we saw that someone intended to use was the holocron.
You guys cut that one right up.
Oh yeah. No regrets.
If their weapon is anything like that, of any cost like that, before and after it is done, I can simply not abide by it.
Alright, so I think we're 2-2 now. So Ren, I think you actually be the tiebreaker.
Oh my god. Okay, so we're either doing the sort of preventative one or the saving one, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I've been keeping track of them.
It's that Paragon or Renegade, the the RPG like. I'm just goofy.
No.
Dark
no, I
side
got
points gained or light side points gained?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I'll say that Ren would probably side with Wool, but just give the warning that she wants to make it quick either way. Because I know we can't, split ourselves down the center, but if we can at least make an effort to try and deal with as many problems as we can.
Split the party!
Yeah, we'll split us right down the middle. Perfect.
You and
Actually-
me allies. We could take on the entire mercenary.
You know what
camp,
is?
right?
That's a great point. Let's just split right up. Anyone have another spaceship? Bam.
We sold our last spaceship.
I know. Yeah. Ah, drat.
I couldn't
So
get it to fit inside of here, despite the gang of Rancor to
That's
fit
true.
inside
That's
of here.
true.
Pink, you can see Pink kind of scratches his chin. He goes, actually, maybe we just made some friends. You might have a new Mandalore that might be able to help out the Jedi for us.
Okay.
Oh!
All right. I want you to just think that through 1 minute.
Isolus wouldn't know it, but did you hear what you just said?
I did, but think, what's Mandalore's goal?
Right now, Mandalore only seems to care about licking their wounds and lying low. I think
Yeah.
the last thing they want to do is to help the Jedi
And fight the Republic again.
and
thus,
fight.
Thus putting
yeah.
the target on both of their backs.
Yeah,
They
no.
did commit to Ult, being willing to help out.
Daddy.
Well, why don't we at the very least send out a message and see what they ask, at least ask. Maybe not attack the mercenaries directly, but maybe we can ask to see if they can I don't know.
So Ping wouldn't know this, but I guess one thing about the Mandalorians, right, is give them an enemy. Right, the Mandalorians would know this. Give them an enemy, and then you've united the clan, and the Mandalorians become stronger.
That's true. We could just say, hey, these guys are harassing the Jedi, and any and all salvage, any and all loot is yours for the taking. Just send them as a raiding party.
Oh my god. Just Stellaris calling up the Marauders. Hey, yo, I got someone you need to meet.
But I mean that could work. But again, I'm gonna send. I think we should probably communicate with What does your mother have or is it your mother that's the
May.
Mandalore?
Yeah.
She doesn't have a
Mandalore,
title as of yet. Or did I give her a title? I may have given her a title. She did not have a title as of last session, but I did think of something, I thought.
Mandalore the Recoverer? I don't
Well, the Preserver already got killed, so
yeah,
Savior.
because Preserver was the guy that got killed before the Devourer. I don't think I gave her a name yet. Actually, I thought
the
I did.
Defender.
All right, so you guys call the Mandalore?
Right.
Actually, just before it, I want to
Oh,
make
gosh.
one more joke out of character. A point we can bring up to the Mandalores. They did get one Jedi onto their side before, and the Jedi got plenty of younglings to convince. More
Yeah,
gills? Question mark?
I can't remember the name of the. I have to look at my notes, but I know the one that you gave that sniper rifle to.
Tori!
Tori, yeah.
I have never forgotten that youngling's name.
Um, so you are able to reach the Mandalore. You see May Ren still in her usual armor, but she's rocking kind of the new Mandalorian mask slash helm. You see her kind of look up as she kind of clears the room, then takes off her helmet. And you see her just kind of sigh and go, "Good to see you, kid, but it's been a griffin long day. Glad you're
Hi, Mom.
alive, but what are you and your Jedi crew up to?"
Well, we're doing a lot of stuff, as you can imagine. They're
We need a favor.
Yeah.
Gosh,
you
I
hear
know.
Ping in the background. I'm not a Jedi.
Yeah, Pink says he's not a Jedi, but we'll see.
As his cowl is up and just like, I'm not a Jedi,
Sulking.
Mom.
Yeah, they we're trying to do a couple of things at once right now. We were wondering if you had any way of supporting us a little bit here.
You guys here to lean back and go, if you go against that bastard who show up and took out our dreadnought, what are you thinking? I'm still trying. The clans they've been a little difficult to deal with.
They always are.
Had to shoot quite a few people the last couple days, but they're starting to get the message. I mean, they're starting to learn. So it's progress. I mean, I shot 5 yesterday. I shot 2 today, so it's going down.
Yeah, maybe one tomorrow. Yeah, say
Fortune be kind.
Yeah.
Ping will go and he goes, this isn't really so much a favor. This is an opportunity.
Oh gosh.
Say, there's this Jedi
is a-
group of ours
He goes,
that are
opportunity for what?
to make money and kill people other than Mandalorians.
You want me to
And
go
so
hunt
he'll
down
go.
the Jedi?
He says, well, we have some Jedi friends that are in a little bit of a bind. The Republic sent some mercenaries, second rate, obviously, not Mandalorian grade. And they're trying to hunt them down. We're just wondering if you guys might be able to break them free, take some ships out, gain some salvage in the process. It's a win-win. Take a strike at the Republic, get some new allies.
So, you want me to go save Jedi and shoot the Republic? It's like you want me to get $1 million, but then have to save my worst enemy.
Yeah, but you just say that first, right? Shoot Republic, and then save the Jedi.
And not even save the Jedi. Just let the Jedi leave the Jedi be. The Jedi can escape as is. But at the very least, do what you can to attack these mercenaries, because these Jedi haven't done anything to provoke this assault. They were assaulted by these mercenaries.
Yeah, I'm sure they're oh so innocent. Knocking the Republic around could be fun, but it's going to be a tough sell for my clans. Anything you got to sweeten the pot, or anything I can do to help sell it to my people?
We could
I mean,
offer them
anything you find off of the baddies over there, you guys are willing to take.
we could offer them the pearl.
Oh gosh. You guys are already ready to give that one up?
Hey,
I mean,
at the end of the day, I wanna try to help as many people as I can.
I mean, other than whatever loot you can pinch off of the baddies and a favor from your favorite and only daughter, then I don't know. Anyone else got anything?
Sure. Ping will just take a flyer on this one. Why not? This is what Ping would do. See, he just kind of shrugs and he goes, I may know some Zerg folk. I may know some, there might be some opportunities for some weapons if I get some info. To be honest, we kind of had a falling out, but I still have the inside track.
She nods. Yeah, Zerka makes good stuff. All right. You give me some Zerka stuff, but you know what? I figured out something I want. You are my only favorite daughter. That's true. But if I liberate your little Jedi and save their ships, with me with the Mandalorian people behind me, I want your Jedi fighting to help take Mandalore.
I mean, yeah.
Most of the Jedis didn't even want to get involved in Mandalore, so I don't think that's an issue.
Yeah,
He says, I want them on ships, waving their little lightsabers around, taking back Mandalore.
I
can't.
your plans to your home and striking out at the people who have outlawed the magics. I'm not sure why your Jedi would disagree.
Yeah, I don't know why they would disagree either.
I think that we can make that happen.
Are we creating an alliance between Mandalores, the Mandalorians, and the Jedi?
Happening.
Yeah.
This is weird.
Listen, I think that they're not gonna sort of balk at a chance to help someone who's just helped, free them. So we'll have a talk to them after everything settles out.
Honor.
Yeah, you know these
Clouds,
guys. They're almost as bad as us with honor.
Yeah, Ping actually has no honor, and I'm just gonna be like, sold. I'm gonna guarantee you they help you out.
Okay.
Have your very own Jedi Commando Force tomorrow. She nods and goes, maybe I could. That's a story I can sell to my people. First, we get to save the Jedi, which I feel like will be a story we can hang over their heads forever. And we have our own little Force users, and they can wave their hands around and their sabers and help us take out the Republic garrisons. So, you guys commit to convincing them. We'll send a attack group out there and see if we can save the ships.
Okay. I'll reach out to Master Hadlar after we finish this conversation.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty good thing to tell him. Like,
I should
don't
probably
tell the
let him
Jedi
know
to
that, hey,
Mandalore.
help is on the way.
Yeah, they're not here to finish the job.
Not the help that you want, though.
Yeah. She goes, looks to Red and goes, well, stay safe out there, kid. We're gonna go see if we could help out the Jedi. We'll update you once we get on planet.
All right, thank you so much.
Transmission ends on that side.
Damn, not even goodbye. All right, well.
Sweet. So you guys have the Mandalorians headed to Yavin. Give Hadlar a heads up on that side so he doesn't start to fight the Mandalorians.
I'm going to just basically tell him, like, we have help coming. There was an agreement made with the Mandalorians to have them assist with your escape. There is a caveat, but we will worry about that later. And I don't think it is something that would be too difficult to do, but this was something that we already agreed in the past, so I don't see it being too much of a stretch.
Yeah, we already agreed that we'd help, so.
Yeah, I figured, we already agreed. It's just like, now they're helping.
I'm sorry, I can only imagine back when we were choosing Padawans, the one that saw their master get killed by the Mandalorians, just having to look up as they come down, just like, God damn it. Just like, sees the guy like, hey, I killed your master, didn't I? What's up?
Yeah, and that's how you create more Sith.
And that's how you make
Yay.
Keeping
A
the Jedi in
win-win!
business. Keep the Jedi.
Okay, well,
You get the message out there. You do get a return message, because basically he's on a planet under siege, so you can't really open a holocon to him. So you
right.
kind of send out a burst encoded message, and you just get a terse response back. The Force works in mysterious ways. Hope you didn't overpromise, but we'll take the help we can get.
And I'll just respond back, may the force be with you. Or, I don't know.
Yeah, you get a little reply after that. May the Force be with you as well, Padawan.
Awesome.
All right. Sweet. So you guys got some reinforcements coming to Yavin, and I kind of like that solution. I didn't think you guys you guys sent the Mandalorian. So shout out to Ping on that one. Shout out to Ping.
So Ping will shoot a message over to Velcras and just be like, "Don't worry, bud, I'm coming."
You get a reply back. Oh, yeah, man, this is super solid. I did you bad earlier, but I'm gonna pay that back twice. See you soon, buddy. See you.
Don't worry, we're even.
See, I knew you wouldn't hold a grudge, buddy. I'll just wait here patiently. All right, sweet. So you guys are able to get that all sorted. Before heading to, is there anything you guys want to do before heading to Megiddo to meet with Kyoto Ki?
I don't think I have anything. Anyone else? No. Let's go.
So you guys jump into hyperspace and make your way to Megiddo. Let me get you a little galaxy map up there. It's kind of so Megiddo, kind of the Baking Clan, one of their home planets. So it's kind of out here in the kind of far sections of the kind of the outer rim on that side. As you guys make your way there, pretty uneventful trip. You're able to make your way into the system and are permitted to land on the planet. This is probably one of the most wealthy planets you guys have been to in quite some time. It's not a backwater or just kind of or space station like unfortunately for Ithor. This is a wealthy, very industrialized planet. You see they've got kind of see some glaciers and things like that too. It's kind of a little icy looking planet, but you can definitely see that there's some money here and the buildings look well kept. You see a lot of moons walking around. This is definitely kind of like the high end side of the galaxy, we'll say. You guys land uneventfully, make your way out. How are you guys proceeding? Are you guys going right to he suggested a little kind of a cantina to meet at. Is there anything you guys want to do before heading out there? Anything you want to, or how you approaching that for it?
I say carefully. That's always my mind,
Fair.
Iceland would ask if she could take the Rancor. She could take her.
So this is a pretty posh planet, for the lack of a way to put it. I'll leave that up to you guys.
I imagine Isis has this full spiel that she always has prepared for the party, just like on the fact that Kirk is very well behaved and very polite.
He is a very good boy.
Big armored Rancor spikes coming. He is polite. The best boy.
You just put like a little bow tie on him.
Yeah, I'm just imagining what would happen if someone walked through, like, I don't know, the wealthy side of Manhattan. It's like a 20-foot piece.
Just like an armored elephant coming down the road.
He's a well-behaved elephant, though.
He's less likely to rip your arms off.
Might step on you.
But that doesn't. It's not his fault.
It'd be an accident.
You should watch where you're going.
Don't worry, he's combat trained.
That makes him feel better.
I can see this is going like that. Yo, did you not know he's combat trained? He's not gonna just go off on his own. He's just.
He's only gonna kill you if I tell him to.
He'd have to drive a hard bargain to me to allow it. So what are we thinking? Yay or nay on the Rancor? You know my vote.
I mean, couldn't we like? I wonder if I could disguise him as something.
Just make him look like a speeder.
I'm not sure there's much you can make a Rancor look like. I think Islip does have invisibility for him, but
Yep.
I wonder if we could like, I don't know, throw
lasts
like
for
a
an
cart, make it look like he's pulling a chariot or something. That we're just that baller.
So to go back to Keith's Mad Hat example,
Yeah.
So now you've hooked the elephant up to a chariot and are riding him down. I don't know his name of the street Manhattan, but big street Manhattan.
You know,
Oh
guys,
Lord, he
Yeah.
this puts us through.
I'm sure it won't draw any attention.
It's a
puts us
common
through
sight.
so
It's a
many-
common-
Oh, I guess speaking of that, is like armor customary? Like would it be odd for us to be armed?
That's a good point. Dang.
So it is a pretty wealthy planet. They're pretty loose on the laws out there. I should say they're loose on the non-financial laws out there. They're not going to begrudge your armor, but they are probably going to look down at you for having to wear.
The Rancor is also armored.
I'm gonna I'll put on my fine clothes that I bought back in the last adventure, and you guys can be my my bodyguards.
Oh yeah, for the senator. Yeah, I forgot about
Yeah.
that one.
I wonder if I could just use my, I can use disguise kits to make us look like I have expertise on disguise kits. I think I have I have a +5. I can disguise us as things.
And Isel is completely just wrapped up all except her eyes. Got no real identifying features except that, and
The
well,
24
we've been
Rancor that
talking
hangs out
about it
with
for a
her,
little
yeah.
while.
This is a Aladdin Prince Ali situation coming into the city.
Oh,
God.
That'd be funny.
I bet Ping could probably convince Islet to let him ride on.
That would be amazing.
There's the justification to give to the people.
I need like one of those like little whips that they use, like like
My
the
gosh.
2-footers. Whoosh. Although in all seriousness, I don't think that would be a terrible idea. Just mostly because I want to ride the Rancor. But we could just go, and I'm sure it wouldn't be like super weird, probably abnormal to have like a pet Rancor as like a part of a bodyguard or mercenary protection group. Or
Do you have any
Yeah.
further details on this meeting?
So basically, as you guys get in the system, Kyoto sends you over the Tap Cafe. Basically, you see it is the materialistic moon. It is a pretty high-end Tap Cafe bar in the kind of the financial district. And Kyoto said to meet him there when you get on planet.
Cool. Izalith, I don't know if we've gone over this, but we need to find you like some kind of magic way to make him small. To just like fit him.
Oh,
We
we
did talk about
have.
this. Yep.
We
Yeah,
have talked
and
about
there's
this.
no
Sadly,
solutions.
They don't have it. If they did, I'd use it to both make him small in
We
like
need
this scenarios,
Pokeballs,
but
though.
bigger.
We need Pokeballs. Come on.
That
It's
would be
Star
great.
Wars. There's
Yeah, they're
got
almost
to
the
be
same thing.
something. They got to be something.
Worst case scenario, we can just have Kirk go invisible. He can do that. Let's see, invisibility lasts for an hour, and he can cast that twice. So, as long as we aren't out there for 2 hours, no one's gonna.
As long as no
know-
one has ears.
If you could put Kirk in a Pokeball, then what you have to do is get like 10 Pokeballs, and the first one you pull out, like, go, Kirk. And then after that, you're like, I don't want to see the other 9. Just saying.
That's true.
That's definitely a big strategy right there. There you go. Okay. Sweet. So, how are you guys proceeding down the street? I didn't know this be that much of a conversation. So, is Kirk coming with you? You guys leaving him on board the ship?
Make way for Prince
my God.
King.
It will at least I don't know. Will stand out quite a bit, but if it means that much to you, Isolus.
It would actually mean the world to Isolith.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
You guys make your way down the street with an armored Rancor. You see many of the guards kind of eyeballing you. Many people around are eyeballing you. You see some snapping pictures with their kind of their comm links, different photographs, and you see some running in fear. But you've definitely kind of created a bit of a disturbance. Nobody's rushed to intercept you yet. You see some of the guards look like they want to rush in and kind of go after you, but then the others just kind of shake their head like, I'm not getting paid enough to fight a Rancor right now. And
Yeah.
they let you guys go past. But you have definitely, you've made a little bit of a wave as you've reached the planet. Everybody knows that there's a Rancor on base right now.
Stealth was never an option.
Stealth was an option. We could be invisible.
Before we go, can I make myself be like a much larger man? Like you from one of those movies of like the guy who's in the carriage the entire time and just can't walk anywhere.
Sounds like some dark HoloNet advertisement.
I know, and I got my like
First thought,
fancy
too.
clothes and I'm riding the Rancor and I'm like 600 pounds.
I'll get into my fancy garb.
As you walk behind your Rancor, you hear people muttering, "Is that a new hut? Is that? No, I think he's a human. But you guys are able to make your way to the establishment after quite a bit of hubbub has gone through. You do see a bouncer outside. You see it looks to be a weak way with a couple of scars. And he kind of looks you all up and down and goes, "Who are you? I don't know if you're is it a Rancor? A Rancor? I don't know
It's
if
a
you can
Rancor.
clientele. He kind of looks around and he looks at Pig and goes, "You may fit in here, but plus you guys look a little scruffy looking. And you got a Rancor too. There's a bar down the street. It's just about a couple blocks down. They got cheap drinks, cheap clientele. I feel like you all may fit in a little better there."
Is
Whoa.
he telling us that we don't serve their kind here, sir?
He looks like but it looks like you may not be able to afford our drink prices, and I hate to see you embarrassed. If you got credits, try to mess with our clientele. We let you in, but we don't want you all disrupting our people. They come
Ping,
here
do
to
the brain
relax.
thing.
We're gonna pretty woman this motherfucker.
Yeah, we are. I was just thinking about this. You made a big mistake. Big.
I can probably afford one drink.
Oh my gosh.
And pull out the pearl and move it on my hands like
Like one of those
David Bowie, the
balls.
crystals.
My gosh.
What is it?
The contact juggling or whatever.
Yeah.
That's what they call it, yeah.
He goes, that's nice. That's nice. It's a cool pearl. I mean, you selling it or you got to buy? You probably got a buyer in there. You probably got sent out by one of these muckety mucks with some credits to spare. Are you their mercenary crew?
Are we at the specific cafe we're meeting?
You are.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We're setting up a buy.
So Ping is gonna look down from his Rancor mount and just be like, please tell this servant to go get someone worthy of me talking to.
Oh my god.
Give me an intimidation roll.
What?
Can I assist on that?
Real fast, do we have any
Ping, who are
inspiration?
you addressing?
The
I'm actually talking to
Okay.
you.
Yeah.
I'm purposely not talking to the man. Like I want, like, it's
Okay.
clearly obvious. Like,
Right. Yeah.
I think he's below me.
Yeah, you're like, I don't even have time for this.
Would I know if it's appropriate or not to brandish a lightsaber?
That would
Oh my
probably
gosh.
not be a
No,
good
yeah,
idea.
I think they just got outlawed.
I'd say weapon would probably do well, but they Megiddo is in the Republic, and Jedi are currently outlawed.
Just like,
Well, I've got a vibro rapier.
Okay.
I'll just kind of slowly pull that out, just trying to reinforce Ping's request here is all I'm after. So
Sweet. Being given an intimidation roll with advantage.
Nice. All right. Not terrible.
You see the weak way. He looks a little annoyed at first when Ping just dismisses him, but then he looks over at Ul and sees him pulling out the blade and kind of looks back and forth between the Rancor and Ping's nice clothes and goes, all right, buddy, all right. If you guys are this serious about it, just go in. Don't cause a fuss, or we'll have to call planetary security. And I don't want them to even put it on your pet Rancor over there.
I go up to him and jab a finger sternly in his chest. Just be like,
Oh gosh.
and don't
His
you
name
forget it.
is Kurt.
Isolus comes over to you, whispers, Kirk.
That's close enough.
Like,
Yeah, that's exactly gonna be Ul's reaction. Is like close enough.
He's gonna tell that to the guy as you like after you walk away. He's actually his name is Kurt.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Yeah. So Ping will like awkwardly climb / half roll off the Rancor onto the ground.
Like, Kirk would help you if you take it. Like, he'd give you.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. So,
Like, picks you up from his back, sets you down gently.
As you guys walk past, he does. The guard kind of leads into Noru and goes, "Working for these rich muckety mucks, but I hope he's paying you well. Seems like a lot of poodoo to put up with, but hey." And he kind of waves you in, and kind of he glares at Ul afterwards as well, and just kind of goes, "Didn't know Rancors had a name, but if you Griffin say so, his name is Kirk, whatever you want to call it." And just kind of waves you guys in. Within the establishment, you guys see this is a pretty posh looking nightclub. It's like they've got a lot. They play on the ice theme of Megiddo, so you see a lot of clean lines. You see even they got some ice bars and kind of those little, what are those? So they got some like the little cold room things that some bars do too, with like the igloo type pieces.
An ice bar?
Is it this nice bar? I thought
Yeah,
that was the name.
different. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so they got some of those set up. And as you walk in, you see a man, clearly soldier's bearing, walks up, and he kind of beelines directly to Ul, and he goes, "Master Kiyoki told us to expect you. He requests you go to the VIP lounge at your earliest convenience. He wishes to speak with you." And you see him point upstairs to a room. There's a little set of stairs by you guys to a room that is roped off, as well as kind of a little door behind it. And he says, "He's within. He wants to talk. Just go up there, and see what he has to say."
It's just some random crony or anybody that
I should have worn my
Recognize or
good
anything?
rags.
So you wouldn't recognize him. You can tell
His
he has
arm
a
I could
soldier
erect.
sparing. He doesn't have his armor on. Looks like he's got like like a cheap suit. So like it looks like he tried to dress up a little bit, but you could definitely tell that he's kind of not the type of clientele that would normally be here. You see, actually, give me you can give me a perception or insight too if you want to see a little bit more on him as well.
Ooh, both of them are so strong. Wow, take
Oh,
that.
solid. Yeah. So he clearly a soldier. You see, he's kind of keeping watch on everybody around. You see his kind of his arm, right arm, kind of hangs to a bulge on the left side of his hip. You can definitely tell that's probably a blaster rifle. You see, he's just looking around. Doesn't have any hostile intent. You can tell he's pretty much just a messenger sent here to escort you to the right spot.
Just hanging out.
Oh, can I retcon just a little bit? Can I say that I used precog before we left the ship?
Oh yeah, sure.
Sorry. Yeah, and I'll just do my force check. So.
Perfect.
I don't think I ever modified my AC.
Come on.
So I've been running around with AC 14 for all this time.
Oh
and
my
pretty sure I
gosh.
should have had AC 15.
Oh, it's not that bad.
Alright.
Bro, I was just about to say I almost did the dumb and said, oh, but that could be used for dark side within that one, because a house rule me and my friends have. That one's could be for Star Wars 5e could be used as dark side and count as a success for dark side points.
Oh, that's kind of a fun way to do the fails cost.
Yeah, one character's already up just around 40. He does not roll well. They have actually managed to get on a couple of occasions the feat from the 7 that once. Their
Nice.
rolls alone.
That's rough. You see the soldier kind of wave you guys up. It kind of goes back to his perch. You see him kind of just keeping a lookout around the facility. It's kind of you can tell he's clearly somebody that's used to wearing heavier armor. He seems a little bit not ungraceful, but just like you can tell he feels undressed right now. But he kind of is put on a tough front as he keeps guard around the stairs next to that VIP lounge.
Noru, see if they got any of that green sludge here.
Green sludge breaks out my canister of slime that I got from like session 2. I brought my own.
Explosive
Wow.
stuff, explosive.
Yeah, so there are
Yes,
bartenders
I'm
walking
pretty
around.
sure. I'm pretty sure it is explosive too.
Yeah, I think it's explosive and acidic too.
Yeah,
I think
Yo,
it's
we should-
both. I think it's both.
That could have been great against the Mandalore.
You know, I probably
Fine.
should dip my arrows in it. I don't. Can I do that?
It would unfortunately it would eat your arrow.
Never mind. I'll just pour it on somebody's head. Or force throw the. Force throw. Yeah.
Normally throw.
Or normal throw. Yeah, fair. But I don't
You have
get
your
the
Sentinel
I don't
bomb
get-
things now, don't you?
I get little. I get 2 of them per short rest.
Alright, so you guys can grab a drink or head up to meet Kyoto Key. What are you guys thinking?
So Ping will just go grab one of the bartenders, flag him down, say, give me your finest ale. My host will be paying my tab. And I'll point up to Kyoto.
He gives you kind of a quick look over and just shrugs. And you see him. You said finest ale.
Yeah.
He goes, we got some all-Iranian ale, but if you really want to kind of get the best drinking experience, you see him. You kind of reach towards the top of his shelf to a bottle, just red and black. He goes, we've got some premium quarternet Carillion whiskey. This stuff, goes for about 300 credits a bottle. Something's really just real classic.
And Ping will go, perfect. I'll take the entire bottle.
You see him bring it down. He shrugs and goes, "All right. So you putting all the man upstairs tab?"
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah. He goes, "All right."
Shut.
And he goes, you see him print off a little receipt. Goes, make sure to put some tips on there too. Just we'll just make sure everybody's happy.
So I'll put 100 credit tip on it.
You see him just smile and bring the slip back. And just brings you a bottle and a couple of glasses. And, hey, enjoy.
All right.
Yeah, so I'll pour myself a drink and just sip on it as we wander through.
Heck, I'll join you. It's on somebody else's tab.
So you guys get a really nice, this is a 50-year Carillion whiskey. Just really kind of got that nice oaky taste. It's got a good, like kind of almost like Scotch style. And you guys get to have a little bit of that as you make your way up the stairs towards the VIP room. As you guys kind of get approach, you see some of the staff's bouncers part the kind of the ropes, then open the door, and within the room, you see a pretty ornately appointed room. You see other bottles around. You see even some jewelry, as well as just kind of other, just kind of signs of wealth. But the thing that draws your kind of eye immediately are two people sitting in the center of the room on one side of the table. One of these men you've met before. This is on the right-hand side. You see Ardo, the Twi'lek Sith. You guys met on Kessel when you initially freed the younglings. He was the Sith you all partnered with to help break the younglings out from the land of Till. And you kind of see him sitting on the right-hand side. His Leku, or I think it's called Leku for Twi'leks too,
Yeah,
twitching it. It is okay. I wasn't
Leku,
if that was
Leku.
just a Twi'lek thing or not, but not Twi'lek. He is a Nautolan. He's not a Twi'lek. Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah,
I still think that they're all like
No,
called that.
Those are head tentacles. Those are just head tentacles, sadly.
Head tentacles.
So you see kind of the head tentacles twitching with this kind of pale green skin and just burning yellow eyes as he looks up with a little bit of a snort at you guys as you walk in. But the thing that really kind of draws you in, you feel it almost through the force as well as just kind of a visible presence. Kyoto Ki, so he is a Cathar, used to be a Jedi, but he is a pretty big man. You see he's sitting there. He's got dark robes on. But one of the things you kind of see that's a little surprising, at least from the last time you've seen him, is he's got some jewelry on too. You see he's got a pretty ornate golden medallion. He's got some rings on. It looks like he's kind of embraced the wealthier side of the Sith, or kind of not having to leave his possessions behind as he just once did as a Jedi. But you can just feel the kind of the raw strength in the Force, tinged with the power of the dark side behind it. And he looks up, and you actually see Ardo doesn't seem too happy to see you all, but Kyoto smiles as he sees Uul, and he goes, "My apprentice, good to see you. Welcome. I'm glad that you took the time to meet with me. It's been far too long. How's the war been handling you since you've been hiding out?"
Just after a pause, just look at him and initially say, "Master," with a nod of the head, and say, "We've been making our way, and seems that that way has come around full circle."
He nods. He goes, "I always thought the Force would bring us back together. You've got talent. You've got power." You kind of see him. He kind of walks behind the desk and he leans in and goes, "And I felt you got anger. I feel like you're close to embracing the true side, but we'll leave that alone for now. we got to deal with the real business, the ones who hunt us. Please, please, have a seat. Have a seat. You see him kind of go back onto his side of the table and kind of just sit down with Ardo on his right hand side again.
So as Ping kind of walks in, he'll kind of raise his arms out to the sides with the whiskey in one hand and his glass in the other. Man who appreciates the finer things. And he goes, have you tried some of this whiskey? And he said, the finest I've ever tasted. I do appreciate your hospitality. Just go sit down.
You see, he looks over, and you kind of see him squint a bit to read the brand name for that whiskey, and you see him just like give a glare. But he goes, "Yes, enjoy the hospitality. I know you Jedi usually cannot afford the finer things, so take it in while it lasts."
It is not that we can't afford it, Master. It's something you should remember. That we more selective in what we indulge in. I see you have been a bit more flexible in that regard, and he kind of like he had rings on as well, right? Or was it more?
He did.
Okay, yeah, just kind of motion with give some jazz hands to show off. I'm referring to his rings. But we're not here to talk, and I'll just kind of, if he even says anything, I'll just kind of interrupt and say, but yes, that is also nothing to be concerned about. The task at hand, yes.
You see him kind of nod. You see he does kind of lift up his head. He goes, "Wealth is another form of power, apprentice. You should learn that. By showing your wealth, you could use the Force to incite greed, envy, and use those to control those who are inferior to you."
So how much is it going to cost to get these hunters off our back then?
He smiles and says, "Nothing but time and maybe a few swings of your saber, apprentice." You gotta see, well, my friends, I appear it is time to get down to business. You see him bring out a little hollow projector, and you see a planet appear, as well as a kind of a little fleet around it. I truly appreciate you coming. I know we did not leave on the best of notes, but I have found something I believe can rid us of these pesky hunters. I have found a weapon, but I need some help to acquire it. Basically, before we left the HAPS sector, I had some of my more scholarly soldiers go and begin hunting old ruins, old Sith ruins, old Jedi ruins, even old Rakatan ruins. They found something that may be able to help us. A planet, supposedly the birthplace of the Force. Unfortunately, they were not able to get me the location of the planet. They were trapped by those who hunt us on a moon in the Outer Rim. Apparently, they've been laid under siege there for the last few weeks. They cannot break free to get me the data, and it is too much for them to transmit. I believe we could work together. If we can get to this planet, I've heard rumors that there is a way to destroy those who have lost themselves in the Force, like those hunters have. I do not know if you have fought them yet, but the one who came after me in my empire, I dropped bombs on him. I sent an orbital bombardment on the man. He barely looked like he was alive when I started. His skin hung in drabs. He had scars all over. He looked like a corpse patched together. But he survived my orbital bombardment. He survived the bombs. He survived fire. I even cut the man once with my saber, and he survived. He kept coming and coming and coming. Many lives were spent at that butcher, and he just continued to cut them down. He cannot be killed by normal means. We need something that can kill those who have immersed themselves in the Force, and I believe we can find that something on the planet my people have found.
Interesting.
Did the whatever came at in Mandalore, was it Nihilus or whatever?
That was Nihilus.
Okay, do we know or have an assumption that is he part of these hunters?
Yeah,
Or is
we've
that a
already
different-
gathered that information.
Okay.
So you guys got a little bit of information when you spoke with Master Lauren, because you got both from his journals as well as speaking with
Okay.
him.
Right. All right.
So you guys know that Nihilus as well as Scion are both part of the hunters. There's a third one that kind of seems to control fear, who you guys really haven't encountered too much outside of some broadcasts from Coruscant. But one of the big pieces with kind of Lauren's research, which Nora would remember, and I think he told you guys all when you were fighting him, for fighting Lauren, is that they're nearly impossible to kill through traditional means.
Pestilence, famine, war. Right. What? Yeah. So probably just say back that we have experienced one of these hunters ourselves and had a similar experience as well. Unsuccessful one. So you need us to get to your people, your scouts. Yes?
Yes, he kind of seemed nod and goes, my forces have been scattered, but if we can, the scouts I sit with them had a few battalions. If we can break them off that moon, destroy the ships that are after them, or at least buy them enough time to make their way to hyperspace, we can gain the location of the planet and hopefully find our weapon. And then we can kill those who hunt us. I will bring the forces that remain along with me, and we can just eliminate them from the galaxy and let the pieces fall where they may afterwards. We can go back to what we were doing before all this craziness happened. Wouldn't that be nice?
Do you have any knowledge of the nature of this weapon? Or is that hidden to you?
The lore has not been clear. It has been told that it is something that can almost erase a being through the Force. I have not been able to uncover exactly what that means, but these beings they're so wrapped up in the Force, wrapped up in just a deeper darkness than most Sith attain, that I think that could, eliminating their connection, eliminating their pull to that, could allow us to, if not that kill them outright, at least be able to weaken them enough that our conventional weapons may be able to fight them.
A weapon with the magic such as that. Something I would warn you of is the potential range of a weapon of that devastation. Be wary not to catch more than you suspect in its range.
He smiles and goes, there's no risk without reward. That'll be a trial for tomorrow, but now we need a weapon to be able to hurt those who come against us. We've run for far too long, and it is time for us to strike back. Strike first, to strike hard.
Isolith has her eyes narrowed, but will give a reluctant nod to him and will kind of step back.
To the comment, Ping would just go, finally, someone who's talking sense. And, after this is all over, I might be in need of a new employer. Said, never know.
You see him kind of give a nod, say, if you prove yourself capable, there will always be a place in the Empire for the exceptional. And as he finishes that last piece, he kind of smiles at Rule as well. Even for errant apprentices, you are always welcome back. And you see Ardo kind of glare and kind of sneer a little bit at that last bit.
And what exactly are your plans for after, Master?
Well, things should go back to the status quo, should they not? I want to see, Darth Vesna is dead, Darth Revan is dead, Darth Malik is dead. Many of the Jedi are dead. There's a lack of strong leadership. I may do what I need to do after we've eliminated those who hunted us, and make sure that the galaxy is in strong hands, in sure hands.
Hmm.
Ah, yes.
Sounds promising.
Totally believe
Yeah.
what you're trying to throw down.
Ping nod. He says, I think all's in order.
He goes, would you really want the Republic to come back? The Senator is outlawed you. The Supreme Chancellor now. The Senator who outlawed you has become the Supreme Chancellor. It has made you and your people.
Wait, I've heard this one before.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no.
There can be more than just you and the Republic.
He smiles. He goes, that is true, but we're counting our rancors before they hatch. We first need to kill those who hunt us, and for all who survive, may they control the galaxy afterwards.
I'm gonna nudge Neuro and be like, this thing lays eggs?
Yes, I actually know that.
After he said that, just like, is Kirk with us? Could he actually fit? I'd assume not.
He would not be able to fit in that bar, unfortunately.
So he's just King Shark out, bobbing his head to the music.
Hang
But
on.
honestly, just crosses her arms at that comment, just like,
I did a one shot with my buddies, and I DM'd, and they had to steal a Rancor egg
oh.
Oh my
from
god.
a Rancor on Onderon. It was. They were not. They totally saw it coming, but no.
So fun.
See him pass over a data pad. I am gathering the rest of my forces, but if you could break through actually, I'll leave it up to you. Well, you are always a capable apprentice. How do you want to play this? But they are blockaded on the moon. They are being held in by an interdictor ship that is keeping them from going to hyperspace. They have dug their ships in so they cannot be bombarded from orbit. You could break them, destroy the ships, free them, buy them some time. You make your own plan. But we need the data they have to be able to find the planet and hopefully find the weapon that'll free the galaxy. So, here are the coordinates. Let me know if you have any questions, but this is how we will begin taking the galaxy back and putting them in the proper hands.
Cool. Easy squeezy.
Yes, let's do it. Come on, guys.
So yeah, you see him, he kind of uses the force to call over the bottle that Ping brought in and pours himself a hefty drink before setting it back on the table. He goes, enjoy my hospitality for as long as you like, but we need to get moving. With so many of us gathered, the hunters will probably be after us soon, so we need to stay on the move and get everything that we need to successfully bring it back into our control.
Sweet.
Let's
Dog.
So
on.
with that, Ping will quick finish what he's got in his glass, put it on the table, and just be like, it was great meeting you.
You see him smile. I go, yes, prove yourself exceptional. I'd love to work with you further.
God. I just eye Ping.
I'm just gonna nod. I'm not. I don't trust him. I don't like him. I'm just going to nod.
Will as everyone's leaving, he'll be last to leave, just kind of standing there waiting, and when everyone's pretty much out of the room, just simply offer, Master, it was good to see you again.
See him gently smile and go, I'm glad you survived, apprentice. You've always had great talent. And you kind of, especially with the room cleared too, he'll gesture to Ardo and go, Ardo, I'm sure you have other business to attend to. And you see then Tolan kind of, angstily stomps out of the room. And once the room is clear, you go, I sense conflict, my apprentice. I feel you may have learned some of the Force's true power. Why shy away from it?
What was that last part?
He said, well, why have you shied away from it?
I think I'm still trying to figure that out.
You see him nod and go, you've felt the power. You've seen what you can do. And he kind of looks now. He said, I have lost much of what I have gained. But the dark side, it can be so freeing. Not having to live by the rigid code of the Jedi, bind yourself to their ideals, to be able to use your power and to gain whatever you want. My apprentice, after they are dead, the hunted are gone, we could easily put ourselves on top of the galaxy. There are not many Force users or those who can command the true power of the galaxy left. We'd be one of the few, even with one of the few we were exceptional before. Just think on that. Without the true power, I could open more doors for you and show you power beyond your dreams and give you true control to be able to make the galaxy what you want it. To make it safe, you can do that. To make it protected, to make the people happy, that could be within your power as well. Just something to think about, apprentice.
Give a nod and say, as long as you're not bound to just the dark side, but you seem so put off of the other half. If you can prove to me that you're simply not that other side, I think some things I've learned on my own, and some of those in my company, I think there's potential to find a balance.
You see, he smiles again and says, well, I'll strive to prove to you, apprentice. I wish you had followed Revan once he came back to the Republic. He had found that balance, using the dark for the power, and using any means necessary to put the power in the rightful hands, not those sniveling senators or those cowards in the Republic, putting the power in the hands of the exceptional. But I will prove that I'm not just a new dark side Sith looking to terrorize the galaxy. I want peace. I want power. I want to put those in charge who can truly wield that power for the good of all. And I will show you that. I mean that.
I hope so. But other things.
First, we must win the war. But truly, it is good to see you all. May the Force be with you.
And you as well. And I'll turn and leave. Rejoin the others.
Good chat.
Could Islip have taken the bottle as she was leaving?
He would.
Hey guys, I don't know what this stuff is, but
Dang.
it tastes really good, and I can't feel my feet.
Oh no! Yeah, I said he wouldn't have stopped you. So if it's like,
Oh.
she could definitely take that with her.
I imagine the Dathomirian witches and clans and all that would probably have stuff like wine, but nothing too hard. So yeah, she'd probably take a couple sips from a little shot glass.
Con save.
I have 10, just not modifier, just flat 10.
I was gonna say you
score
have a
in the
plus
total.
10. Whoa.
No,
Ooh.
just I do. I have to make a con save.
If you wanted to, you could definitely roll a con save. Yeah, because I imagine the Dathomir probably have some wine, probably like a lot of sour beers and like weird fermentation type stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's not what she's used to, and it hits her instantly.
So definitely feeling a little sluggish from the effects of the alcohol, but I don't know if I also like a whiskey, but she's introduced to a great whiskey to start off with.
She would not hand it back to Nuru and say, "You have some strange tastes. Different." Pats him on the shoulder.
I mean, it is what it is.
That being strange.
Different. Okay.
So
Lovely.
okay. So basically, as you guys head back to the ship, I'd imagine you'd probably review more of the data that Kyoto gave over. You see that this system, pretty barren system outside of the moon, where you can see some ruins upon it. You also see that it is pretty well blockaded in. You see a large dreadnought. Looks to be kind of the style that Revan used for his Sith Empire, but looks like some modifications have been made to it. You also see a large kind of like a generator type. Actually, you guys have saw one of these before. So you see a large interdictor, so like a large kind of spherical device that you can see from the data pad and some of the sensor readouts is just pumping out gravity and not gravitational anomalies. So just pumping out that gravity, and you guys know with that up online, nothing could jump out to hyperspace. You'd have to clear the radius for it to be able to make the jump to hyperspace, or destroy it, or get it to stop making that kind of that pool. Otherwise, the nav computers and the hypers drives will not key in to allow you to go off. You guys see those in there. So you see that large dreadnought. You see numerous fighters kind of going through and flying and making low passes across the moon. It looks to be a pretty well garrisoned blockade there. There's a couple other smaller picket ships as well. Kyoto also gives you a readout of the two ships that are down there as well. You see there's one kind of large class, it's a little frigate, not not too, it's not super substantial, but it's got some good turbo lasers. It's got some missiles and proton torpedo launchers as well. It's one of those ones that can't take too many punches, but can hit hard if it needs to. And you see, it looks like there's a couple medium ship too that looks like just kind of like an officer style ship with a couple of turrets on there as well that are garrisoned on the planet. So you kind of they give you that all that information, so you kind of know what you're going into if you try to make your way into the system.
Lovely. This will be super easy, guys. Don't even worry about it.
Be like, hey guys, we're here to pick up some friends.
Do your thing, Morales.
They need a ride.
Yeah.
Someone call Uber.
We're space
Sure.
taxis.
Let's I mean, unless anyone has a better idea, just try and go for it. Scooch past. I don't know.
I've seen the Crimson Rhino take on worse odds. You know?
I know.
I'll be using the operator if anybody wants to. I think that's the only one that I have experience with.
And so, well, actually, what is everybody doing on that side? So I know we got Ren as pilot, we got Noro as operator, and I think, or definitely, Ping is the coordinator. Or is Lith and Wool doing gunners, or what positions are you guys thinking?
Yeah, probably default to gun. Any of the technical stuff just not really gonna be up his alley. Unless he has some someone to tell him what to do. But
Yeah. Oh. Loving our high intelligence party, guys. Gotta love it.
I'd say Red probably feels happy,
Yeah.
like she's the smartest person in the room pretty much every day.
Well, I think honestly, with how Ren is as the person, would probably feel more just worried,
Yeah.
Not like, haha, I'm smart, more like, Chris.
Guys, I really don't want us to die.
Yeah.
So I haven't looked through them all, but I think the intent of the overhaul was really to allow people to take things that they normally wouldn't like excel at, because like you can use the ship stats for a lot of stuff. I think now.
Right.
Exactly.
yeah,
So you don't
definitely,
necessarily have to
so.
be a high intel person to.
But there's flavor thematics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're the one that does most of the flying, therefore it would make sense that you would be the pilot.
Yeah, and so the new, and initially I had been avoided using the starships. I used it for one shot recently. It's a lot smoother than I expected. Though we probably will cut a little early today because I don't think it'd be enough to run the starship encounter. So we probably will cut after you guys kind of make your plan after that. But yeah, it's a lot more intuitive. So I made up some sample ones for you guys, but if you want to go in and customize it to your PC, go for it. You guys are tier 2, so any tier 2 deployment, good to go on that
nice.
side. So I made some sample ones, but they're in. I think I made them visible to you guys. You should be able to see
Yeah, I
the
can see 'em.
handouts. Okay, sweet. And since the starship thing is, so there's still no like starship sheet for Roll20 yet for the new stuff. I just posted the sheet in there. And since actually we'll have a whole session in between, if you guys want to, I'll give you like 3 extra mods and stuff you can throw on there. If you want to customize out some more of the ship stuff, go for it. Just let me know what you guys do, and because unfortunately we'll just have to do a lot of the rolls manually just because they don't have a sheet for it, so we'll just kind of have to go through and put them in. But definitely there's things you want to include on there, kind of customize out. Yeah, because I avoided the starship stuff for a while because first they didn't have like the new book done, and then when they did, it seemed like it was a lot. But played with people who just didn't know it at all, and it went a lot smoother than I expected. So I think you guys will do pretty well with it too.
Sorry, I just got back. What I missed?
Oh wow.
The group is dead. Kyoto betrayed you all and brought out his prototype Death Star.
Kirk was flying the starship, and oh yeah.
All
we
went to
flew
hell.
into a star.
What were we thinking?
We all got drunk.
Yeah, no, we're figuring out the starship stuff. Gonna
Yeah.
finish a
Is
little early
there a
just 'cause we
visual
can't
at
run
all,
the whole
Tegan,
thing
for us or not yet? Really?
for
Just
the
kinda-
Ronto.
For the
Essentially,
roster.
we gotta run a blockade.
Oh yeah.
Or
So let me pull that up. So you guys have like a little bit of a visual for it. So you've seen. This is kind of like their last configuration. But let me pull that. Where did I put that map?
Everyone ready up your yeehaws and wahoos. It's essential for space combat. Ren would say to everyone.
So you don't have the position of the dreadnought. That's kind of maneuvering, kind of keeping orbit around the moon. But you do see kind of like this little device that they've been using to keep everybody within the gravitational pull, and that is this kind of wicked. Oh, actually, let me switch it over. So you see some of like the fighters flying through, and within like this, because it's a little data loop. It seems like Kyoto or somebody either sent a satellite or a spy ship in there. You've seen at least 7 different fighters kind of flying through and patrolling around the area. This is just kind of a still of some of the ones that were in there, and you also see kind of that device in the middle. This is kind of like the little kind of orbital, kind of the see kind of at the far end, like the little spherical piece that's keeping it in, and then looks like they've got some engines on the back end of it as well.
Oh, well, I've seen worse and
There's
better.
There's just 7 of them.
Oh, just 7.
7 fighters, and then you got the Dreadnought, which is kind of off this still. And that's Dreadnought's quite a large class ship. It's got some pretty nasty looking turbo lasers too.
So if we have our ship is a would you say a light frigate or what, like a cargo ship?
So it's a gunboat actually.
Mm.
So kind of made for quick. It's one of those ones that's quick and hits hard.
Okay, that's handy.
Real fast, can I quickly say my plan the first time
Oh,
if we had
God.
ever done this with Gil, if he had made it to this point, what his
Ram
plan
it.
would be?
Ram it into the frigate.
Nah, his plan would be put on some maglock boots, put on a spacesuit, and swing by as close as possible. He would have tried to hop on one of those bikes and take it for himself.
Hey
That
man,
would've been-
if we want to do it like that, just give me a spacesuit and have me float out to the dreadnought, and then I can just set up a breaching charge.
Oh my God,
the
you and your
frigate.
breaching charges, man.
Just suck the entire the what is it, the command crew just out into space.
Throw some
No
green
hate,
sludge
but
into
damn.
the engine. It'll do its work.
So you think a hull that could take a proton torpedo is going to be taken out by a breaching charge?
I'm gonna probably need a couple more breaching charges.
Yeah, really stack them on there. You'll get it.
Someone actually just said it, but there is actually a ramming modification for ships.
Oh yeah, they've
Oh,
got
yeah.
a boarding arm
Mhm.
boot. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
My group of 4 have that. It's my favorite modification for ships. It's fun.
Pool would just probably just go to the one of the gunning seats and strap in, ready to take out any fighters initially, and then take on this whatever else head on if that's what we need to do to get past it.
I'll keep an eye on the sensors to just see if there's anything that to just kind of keep track of the targets and see if there's any other sensor readings that come up that might be worth noting, such as a weapons lock.
Sweet. Alright, so I think that's where we'll cut off today. So yeah, I think I mentioned you guys get 3 mods. If you want to customize something out on the ship, go for it. I'll post that to you in the hunted thread so y'all have it. If you guys want to do any customers with deployments versus the ones I just posted in, go for that too. That's what we'll kick off next session with you guys bouncing the system, and we'll kind of see how it goes from there. See if you guys once you get in the system, get some more on the ground data, how y'all want to play it.
Is there a grade to these, or is it all just
What do you
the
mean?
same? Oh, like, is there like a premium prototype
To the
epic?
mods, no.
Yeah. Okay.
It's all just based on what, like, your ship tier determines how much you can install. Yeah. There are, I guess there are some, like, I know communications, there's like enhanced communications or something, and those have prerequisites, like you have to have one before the other.
Yeah, it's like
To
adding
that
on.
regard. So essentially, yes, there is that, but just, it depends on what's available. So
And also is it's a smidge difficult for me to actually read the handouts.
You can make it full screen.
Yeah.
yeah, they get a little better.
Because it just makes the window larger, but not the like actual sheet. So I just have a sheet that's like this big, and my I'm like, oh.
If it helps, you can
Click-
also click it
on
and
the
open
image,
it.
and the image
Yeah.
opens up larger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can also put in another tab and zoom in, which is what I'm doing.
You could save it too and open it as a PDF if you really want to.
All sorts of stuff.
Yeah. Lots of options. Look at that.
Oh.
Options galore. After we'll pick up next session. We took a little longer to get to the blockade piece, but it'll be fun next session to get that off and see how you guys do there.
Good stuff,
Yeah.
Tegan.
Thank you.
Thank you
All right.
guys. Have a good one.